offers that people actually want is imperative if you want to have a successful business. And Katrina Sawa is with us today. We're talking about yes offers, not just offers, but yes offers. And I'm excited to have this conversation. Listen, Katrina, I mean, you are amazing in terms of your resume. You are an 8 times international bestselling author. You are an award-winning business coach, Jumpstart Your Biz coach, and you have been on Oprah and Friends XM radio network, ABC, among other influential podcasts and radio shows. So we're excited to have you on Cash In on Camera today. Listen, let's start with a conversation about offers. Why is it that people have such difficulty in creating offers in the first place?
Oh my gosh. Well, they usually either have their own self doubt, like, who am I to share this or charge someone for this? Or I can't compare to so and so who also does what I do and they've been doing it for 20 years and I just started. Or, yeah, various things. It's mostly head trash. It's mostly our head trash that stops us from making those offers. But it's also the words, what words to say to get somebody to go, oh, I'm interested in that. Or, yeah, I'll take you up on your offer. And so, talking about making it's easy yes offers, not just yes offers, because we have to make it easy for people to buy from us. So, like,
And I know,
super easy.
yeah, no, you're right, and it's easy yes offers. So it's really, I think, a lot of this has to do with maybe influence too. Like, how do you, as persuasion or influence? I'll obviously turn that over to you to explain what you mean by the easy yes offers. What I find interesting in my own experience of working and consulting with people is how few people actually have a good offer to begin with. And probably it stems from the fact that they haven't maybe done enough work to figure out what people actually want. So tell me in your words, like what is it that we need to know about creating easy yes offers?
Right. Well, the easy yes offer thing was created because uh, I want to help people make money every single day. I want you to have the opportunity, whether it's a brand new person that just met you, or a group that you might be networking with or speaking to, or you're on a Facebook Live or a podcast or something like that. I want you to be able to make easy yes offers every single day, to where someone says, I'm going to try her out. And so it's a try me out offer. It's not your signature process. It's not your signature service. It's not even a long-term group thing at all. It's not a membership. It's not a long commitment. It's not a high-end commitment. It's under $200. So an easy yes offer is under $200, and it's a way for someone to try you out. Okay, that's it. And so it's an introductory offer. And so you want to throw in a bunch of things. And I can give a bunch of examples here. Some people do a free call with their prospects, right? Let's just say. And that's fine. There's a place and a time for a free call, but sometimes people don't want to get into a free call because they think it's going to be a salesy call and you're going to sell them, right? They might want to get, though, an assessment. Like if you're a web designer, they might want a website assessment. Or if I have a copyright manager client who helps people identify where their copyright holes are in their marketing materials. And so she does a copyright assessment, right? And it's like I do a free coaching call, like a 30-minute coaching call, where I can like dive in and find something where you can make more money, find some way to make more money. So it can be a call, but it can also be a pre-recorded training, an online program. Now, I don't want you to discount something that you normally charge $2,000 for, even $1,000, down to $200. That's not what we're saying here. We're saying pull a piece of it, maybe add a little call with it, give them a copy of your book or an event ticket or something, and make a little really crazy offer where someone would be silly not to buy it. That's what we want to offer.
I think traditionally in the marketing industry, people have referred to this as a lead magnet, although lead magnet is typically something that is a free offer. What this is a paid offer under 200. So
Yes.
it's I love that you said it's an intro offer. So you could take something that is larger in nature, maybe it is an online course, and offer like the first module, let's say,
Mhm.
free, and you could create the collateral, maybe the landing page and all of the funnel activities that need to happen behind that in order to facilitate that. Um,
Yeah.
I personally have done mostly calls. Like I find that doing calls of varying lengths. I've done hotline calls, 10-minute hotline calls. I've done 15-minute, 20-minute, and 30-minute calls. I've done hour calls before. So I find that that's been the most beneficial for me, because then people really get to see a sense of you and what you're coaching them through. However, people are leery because they think you're going to sell them something. So how do we get around that?
So there's different things you would give. So if you are a coach or consultant, ideally, in order to sell your high-end program, product, or service, you need to have a conversation with somebody, right? And so, yes, you can wait for someone to sign up for your free discovery call or whatever, or you can package a call with you with a couple other things that they get in this Easy Yes offer, knowing that you just need to talk to people, right? And you can certainly give them value in that call. You don't have to just make it a sales call. You want to give them value, but it can also turn into a sales call. So if you're a coach and you need a call in order to sell people the higher end things, then the call needs to be part of your Easy Yes offer. I have a bookkeeper client a CPA who had bookkeeping. She started doing bookkeeping and had a bookkeeper on staff. And the reason I started working with her, because she had an Easy Yes offer at an event. She said 4 hours of bookkeeping for $100. And I said, I was in the market for a new bookkeeper. And I said, sold. And I wrote her a check for $100. And guess what? Once I gave her all my stuff for bookkeeping for 4 hours, did I want to take it back? Heck no. So she's had my business for like 9 years because of $100 Easy Yes offer. This is what I'm talking about. It's a try me out. It can be it could be a network marketing who maybe you have some sample products that you normally give out. We'll give a sample package for $50 or something, right? And put together a cool sample package and sell that instead, and maybe sell it with a consult or something, right? So if you're a health coach and you're doing coaching, sell it with a consult.
Yeah, I love that. And do you think, is there a ratio of price to value that you recommend? So for example, if you are in network marketing and you're going to do a sample, of your products, that it'd be, valued at 4 times higher than what you're charging for it. Any kind of ratios like that you work with?
It is hard to put a specific on that. Obviously, what does it take to get a client, right? And if a client is worth $50 a month to you in online marketing or in network marketing, then, and you know that most clients will stick around for 2 years, then is it worth it to spend $50 cost to get that client? Possibly, right? The cost of a coaching client for over the lifetime of that coaching client could be $10,000, $50,000. It could be a lot of money. So to give them, like, I usually charge $750 to $1,000 an hour, but I'm going to give a half an hour call with an event ticket, with one of my books, with one of my online trainings to a tune of about $1,200 to $1,400 value for $197. Okay, so that's my Easy Yes offer, like when I speak to groups. So where this is ideal is when you're speaking from stage, or if you're networking at an event or group or something like that, right? I don't recommend doing this necessarily on Facebook and social media. People aren't looking to spend money there necessarily, but get them to a webinar, get them to a free webinar from there where you're going to do this and then make an Easy Yes offer, right?
My pricing per hour is similar to yours, right? It's $750 for a 90-minute call. And that's where we're going to be deep diving into, all things your marketing and video and figuring out what the best strategy is for your goals and all that. But I hadn't thought of actually adding stuff to that offer and making the value higher by adding in other things.
Yes.
So that's a really great strategy. I love that.
Well, and it also has different learning styles, right? So we've got the reader, they get the book. We've got the online course person with the online training. We've got the live people to come to the event. And then we've got the people who just want to hear it from me with the call. So whether they take advantage of just one of those items or 2 of those items, they've already gotten their value for the money that they're investing.
Okay, so let me put out a scenario. Is it better for someone to offer, let's say, a free complimentary, I like complimentary better than free, but complimentary 20-minute, 30 hours or 15 or 20-minute call? Or is it better to have an Easy Yes offer where you say it's a 60-minute call, which obviously takes you more time, but you're charging a little bit for it?
I think you can do both. So another thing I do when I'm speaking, or I'm on a sales conversation, or I'm in the networking, I have this or that. So I like the this or that offer, right? So I have this over here for those who want to dive in and learn a lot more and get started now. I have this or that over here for someone who just want to talk to me and get to know me and find out more. See,
Yeah.
so there's the the call, which is the discovery or the strategy session, or dive in and learn some stuff and really experience me over here already.
The easy yes offer has to be of high value, obviously. So, where in your estimation does the traditional lead magnet end up, i.e., the downloadable PDF, the checklist, these things that we have seen over and over and over again, which, in my opinion, I don't know, I feel like they're losing their efficacy somewhat unless they're really super valuable and built out. But I'd love to know what your thoughts are on that.
I definitely think you need both. Like you need multiple freebies and lead magnets. You don't just need one these days. You need a few different types and a few different topics. Because I talk on so many different things, I have one on becoming an author, one on becoming a speaker, one on growing your business, one on your website and what you need on your website. I have one on love my book, Love Yourself Successful. So I have multiple different topics to catch those people in whatever problem or situation that they think they need a solution for. And so whatever they're searching for, they can usually find a solution on my free trainings page because of all the different options that I give. So try to do that first. And then of course from Zoom calls or networking events, you can totally go to it's under the resources is the free trainings page.
Right here down at the bottom.
No, you're not on the resources. You're on the trainings page. You're looking at the trainings.
Uh,
It's
I'll find
It's
maybe
not
over here,
showing.
resources.
Oh, there it
There
is.
it is.
Free
Yeah,
trainings. I
got
hit
it.
the free
I
trainings
got
page drop
it. Okay,
down.
there we go. Got it.
Well, there's the resources, and then from there you can get to the free trainings page, and there's like 8 different things there, right?
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, I love
And
that.
but and then the easy yes offers. The reason I designed that was for live in-person events. So because I go to a lot of events, at least before COVID, I did. And so I would either be the speaker. If I wasn't the speaker, I might be an exhibitor or a vendor, and or I might be an attendee. And so how do I get clients on every different level? And so I was coming up with the easy yes offer. And the reason I came up with this, and the story, I'll tell it really quickly, is I went to this event where it was designed for you to sell your stuff. Like you were supposed to come and figure out a good offer to make. And then we were selling each other in the room. There was like 50 people there and we sold over $30,000 in the room because everybody was buying everybody's stuff. It created a little mini economy, right? So I came prepared to sell my $2,000 signature program. Like I was going to sell my Jumpstart Your Business 90-day program, and people are going to buy a $2,000 program when they just met me in like 2-minute conversation, right? So that didn't work. That didn't work very well. But what did work is I had a bonus. When you bought the $2,000 program, you got this flash drive with $500 worth of my online trainings where you can, get a whole bunch of different trainings in the flash drive. And everybody kept saying to me, but I just want the flash drive. I want to try you
Wow.
out. I want the flash drive. And I'm like, how much for the flash drive? And I'm like, I don't know. Like, I wasn't planning on selling you. You have to buy the $2,000 thing to get the thing. And I said, okay, $20. And so people were throwing their credit cards and $20 bills at me. And I sold out of 8 of them in like 2 minutes because I created an easy yes offer. Right. So that's when I was like, oh, well, we need an easy yes offer. Now, $20 was too low for what I was doing, but it was just an off the cuff kind of thing because these cost me $5 each, right? So you got to be careful of your costs. But like,
you make a very good point. You have to know you have to know your cost of acquisition.
Yeah.
Right. Because if you and you also have to know your cost of goods.
Yeah.
So when you start to crunch those numbers and you start to better understand the lay of the land and like, well, if I spend this to get this client and the lifetime value of a client is who knows, depending on what it is that you offer, you have to crunch those numbers and understand that. But I love this approach. I love this idea of the easy yes offers because now you're able to bring cash flow. And even, that cash flow is what could continue to keep you afloat while you're on those calls selling your high ticket offer because you need one of those too.
Yeah.
right?
So create some different things, right? This is why everybody should have a book or two, because you can throw a book in. And when you throw a book in, well, especially if you're giving away books or things like that, you're getting the mailing addresses. We need to collect mailing addresses from people because you need to mail them stuff. Yes, from 1995, you need to
Yeah.
mail them stuff still today. And actually, they'll see that before they see half your social media posts. So you need a book, but to create an easy yes offer, and you can package things that way. But also, you can create a 90-minute training. So pick a topic that you usually teach on with a client and do a few 90-minute trainings. That's what I did last year or this year. I created 6 90-minute trainings. I did them for free initially. So whoever came live got to experience it for free. But then once it was recorded, I sold the recording for 27 bucks. It's not a big deal. You can sell it for 47, 100 cents, whatever. I don't care. But the point is, I wanted to create a bunch of little low price things that people could buy. I need them to start giving me their credit cards. So the more buy-in, the more skin in the game, the more they're going to upgrade to another thing.
Yeah. And so really when the easy part of the S offers is the lower price point makes it so that it's a no-brainer for
Yes.
people to invest in that thing.
Yes. And I try not to say that anymore because my brain injury client is offended by that term. But
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I say it's a ridiculous, simple price to try me out. I don't know. I haven't figured out how to replace that term
I
yet.
I have to work on my political correctness,
right?
for sure. But yeah, no, it's
No,
true
yes,
though.
that is the point.
When it's easy, people are more apt to part with their dollars.
Yeah,
when
or
they
hand
see
you their
value
credit
in it.
card.
So
Okay, I'll sign up for that. I'll
yeah,
check it out. I buy
that's
things
great.
for like 37 here and maybe 147 online when I don't know a lot about the company. Or like I run across a Facebook ad, I might try something out for under 100 bucks on an ad or something that I see. So
I was
we
listening
all
to
do it. So you have
I
to
was
just figure out
listening
the price point.
Yeah, I was listening to a podcast recently. I can't remember which one right now, where they had a policy in their house that anything under $100, just go ahead and buy it. And anything over 100 is when we have to start talking to other members of the family about investing in different things. And
Yeah.
I think that makes a lot of sense. If you consider the price of going out even to a fast food restaurant now with a family of 3 or 4 people, like you
Oh,
might be
it's
spending
expensive,
$100
right?
there. So this is great. Love this. We have a segment on the show that we call Stop Marketing Like It's 1999. So I'm a big Prince fan. And I'd love to know from you, Katrina, what is a modern marketing tool, tactic, tip, or technique that could help our audience to market for the year that we live in?
Well, there's a lot of things that many people, I mean, social media, yes, of course, you can do a lot of things, but it's the connection. So I don't think it's different than 1999. I, in fact, want you to go back to 1999 because too many people are not marketing like it's 1999. And you're trying to put stuff out into the ether and nobody's seeing it. So stop doing that and do what works. What works is actually talking and getting in front of somebody. So send something in the mail to them, make a phone call. What is different from 1999 and now with phone calls is we used to have to pick up the phone and say, hi, I'm calling to follow up from the blank event. It's Katrina, remember me? And da 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 da. And you'd actually get them, frankly. But now there's things called voice broadcasts. And I've used them multiple times because if I meet 100 people at an event or they enter my drawing and give me their phone number, I want to call all of them. But who in their right mind has time to call 100 people individually? I used to do that. But now there's a thing called voice broadcasts, and you can actually leave one voicemail and upload all the phone numbers and names, and it goes to all the people. And it can happen like that, and it can be very inexpensive. And I use a service called Sly Broadcast for that. So that's the phone. That's leaving a voicemail.
I do something similar and using video. And so obviously,
Right.
there's different ways to do that, but there is a tool that I love called Bonjoro. And what it allows me to do is connect with people through video individually or as what they call a roll up, meaning that it is in this case, a video broadcast to all the people who I upload in an CSV file. So
Yes.
there's different ways of going about doing that. And obviously you're going to find the way that suits you best. But Katrina, it's a really great point. It's like, yes, go back to 1999 to some degree, but also modernize that for today. So I
Yeah,
love
so you
that.
can reach more people. We don't have time as much time these days, so you have to reach a lot more people, and so you have to do it faster with systems and software.
100%.
Yeah, but try to get out of the email. Just emailing is not enough, and just social media posting is not enough. So
I'm a big fan of connection. I think that's really what it's all about. And it's funny when we see, you and I both see so many people on social media kind of spinning their wheels or on that hamster wheel, and they wondering why they're maybe not getting the results. And it's because of the way that the social media is built, is meant to keep you on the hamster wheel. But you have to add in connection. It's a great thing for visibility and you can get in front of people, that's fine. But what are you doing to back that up? And I think that's what's often missing for a lot of people. Thank you so much, Katrina, for being on the show today.
you bet. Thanks,
I
Cheryl.
appreciate it.